Hey, what's up everyone, it's me Prince Caius here, and this is What If Deku was a Vigilante Part 1, and sorry for the long wait, I've been busy for a while, and thanks to my brother, Axel Demon Slayer, link in the description, he made a music and let me use it, but let's get into it. Deku will be quirkless for the entire My Hero Academia Vigilante series, but not the My Hero Academia series. Yes, he will halfway be, um, you know, quirkless during the My Hero Academia series a little bit. He will just be like all the Robins, and he will be like Hawkeye. His gadgets will be just like Hawkeye's and all the Robins and Nightwing's. Uh, he will have he will be trained just like all the Robins and Hawkeye and Nightwing. Yes, I know Nightwing was Robin uh, prior becoming Nightwing, but let's continue. When he was 4 years old, he goes to the hospital, and with his mother, he finds out that he's quirkless, obviously. Everything happens the same until Deku is 11 years old. When Deku and Inko are walking around town, they see a villain and two people fighting. After they take down the villain, Deku notices that the villain's taken down. He notices that the crawler his jacket is an All Might hoodie, so he runs up to him to both of them, to Knuckle Duster and the crawler, and asks them if he can become a hero without a quirk. It was mainly due to just impulse, because he saw an All Might jacket, and that's the only thing that was going through his mind at that time. But Knuckle Duster, Knuckle Duster walks up to Deku and asks Deku if he is quirkless. Deku tells Knuckle Duster that he is quirkless, and Knuckle Duster tells Deku that if he wants to be a hero without a quirk, then meet him on this paper, and hands Deku a piece of paper to where to meet him. Deku smiles as the vigilantes leave. Deku and Inko go home. When Deku is in his room, he looks at the paper and thinks about it, and waits until the next day. And after school, Deku runs to the location on the paper. Deku went in an alleyway and met Knuckle Duster again. Deku tells Knuckle Duster that he wants to become a hero. Knuckle Duster tells Deku that that both of them are gonna go somewhere to the Crawler's place. When they get to the window, Deku asks what next. Knuckle Duster tells Deku that they're gonna they're gonna open the door. No, they're gonna open the window. Deku tells Knuckle Duster that it's illegal to break in someone's house. Knuckle Duster tells Deku that the crawler won't mind. Deku and Knuckle Duster goes inside the crawler's place. A few minutes later, Koichi arrives and finds Deku and Knuckle Duster inside. Koichi freaks out because, well, he thinks there's a crazy person in his place, then finds out that it's Knuckle Duster, and asks who the kid is. Knuckle Duster tells Koichi who the kid is and that he will be training him. Deku starts talking about Koichi's All Might jackets. Deku and Koichi nerd out for a few seconds until Pop Step arrives. Um, Popstep asks who the kid is. Koichi tells her and tells them that he will be going to work. Deku and Knuckle Duster train outside while Popstep and Koichi are gone. When they get a call from Koichi, they go and help them. When they arrive, Knuckle Duster tells Deku to hold his own weight, or he will he'll forget about training Deku. They capture the villain and go home. The next few days happen the same until Koichi goes on a run, but Deku tags along. Deku and Koichi runs into Ingenium and talk. A few more days go by on everything is the same until Stendhal. When they are fighting Stendhal, Deku fights while Koichi helps Spiky, that spiky dude, the dude with spikes, get out of the area. Deku and Stendhal trade blows, but Stendhal is actually teaching Deku without Deku knowing it. And yes, Deku is literally, well, he's using Robin, staffs and swords and bows at this point, but he's not, perfect at it, so he's using a staff and a sword. So Deku gets cut and then notices that Knuckle Duster is behind Stendhal, and moves while Stendhal dodges Knuckle Duster's attack. And Deku gets paralyzed. The same happens until Knuckle Duster and Deku go to Koichi's house when his mother is there. Deku leaves to go home after everyone leaves. One day, Knuckle Duster arrives at Deku's place. Knuckle Duster asks Inko if Deku could come with him for training for a few years. Inko tells Knuckle Duster that she's fine with it if Deku is able to study for school. When Deku arrives, Knuckle Duster tells him that he will be with him for a few years and will be studying for school as well. So, time skip, 3 years time skip right here. So 3 years later, when Koichi and Aizawa are fighting a villain, Deku arrives while hitting the villain with a grenade arrow and telling Koichi that it has been a long time. Deku has a suit just like Robin right now. He even has a bow and the 2 batons and a sword. The fight happens the same after Deku hits the villain, but Deku left before Koichi got to say anything. Time skip a few months. Deku gets attacked by the sludge villain on his way home from training with Knuckle Duster. Deku takes down the sludge villain. When he gets attacked by the sludge villain, he just takes it down very quickly with his stun grenades and the 2 protons. Someone's gonna completely and tell me that they're not protons. Let's just say that, okay, please. When All Might arrives, All Might notices that a kid took the villain down with a stun attack. All Might then captures the sludge villain. Deku forgets to get an autograph, but before All Might jumps away, Deku grabbed All Might and went with him. Like last time in the anime and the manga as well. When they landed on a building, Deku asked All Might if he could have an autograph. All Might then powers down as soon as Deku finished his question. Deku asks All Might if he is an imposter or something and gets ready to fight. All Might tells Deku everything, then gives Deku an autograph. Deku and All Might, at this point he's Small Might, hear and see an explosion, so Deku and All Might, Small Might, race over there. Deku notices that Bakugo is where the villain is at, and it's he sees it's the sludge villain, and he runs over there to save Bakugo by using stun attacks like last time, but then All Might appears and grabs both of them because Deku couldn't fully use his strength because he would end up hurting Bakugo more than the sludge villain would, because he was shooting arrows at the villain and shooting at the ground, making Bakugo blind and gonna go blind and stuff like that. So just, you know, he had to stop doing that. But after Deku leaves the scene, All Might finds him and tells Deku that he wants Deku to be his successor. Deku agrees, but in one condition. He has to fight All Might and then train. All Might agrees to Deku's terms and tells Deku to meet him at the beach tomorrow. The next day, Deku meets All Might at the beach. All Might tells Deku to clean up the beach before he fights. Deku agrees to clean up the beach. 2 weeks go by. Deku tells All Might that he is finished, and All Might tells Deku to get ready to fight. Deku tells All Might that he is going to use he wants All Might to use his full power. Deku and All Might fight with full power. Literally, All Might is literally using like 20% of his power, because if he uses like more than that, he would like destroy Deku in a matter of seconds. Well, he wouldn't per se. He would like, destroy the like the area around him, because Deku would be like move away from it. But Deku would be successful. But he didn't know that he was using his full power. Deku keeps up with All Might without a quirk, and All Might notices that Deku is reading his moves even when he is moving at his highest speed. All Might stops fighting after getting hit 5 times. All Might then tells Deku that he's ready for his quirk. Deku agrees and trains with All Might how to control all for one for one. I keep on forgetting. Just bear with me. Hopefully it's the right one. 4 months later of training, Deku leaves All Might's training and goes to help Koichi. After he gets a text from Spiky, Deku races over there when Koichi and Spiky and friends arrive at the base. Deku looks at Koichi and tells him to get ready for some extreme training. They train Koichi to fight number 6, but Deku does not use All for One to train Deku. Wait, it's One for All. One for all. I don't know. I forgot. Guys, I forgot. I'm sorry. Um, After he trained Koichi, Deku leaves to go back home. When Deku gets back home, Inko runs over to Deku and asks him a lot of questions, but Deku tells Inko that he's fine and he will be going back to school tomorrow. Uh, the next day, and by the way, he did tell his mom that he actually learned how to that he told her what's going on, and did not tell her anything about All Might, but told her that he did meet All Might and got an autograph, and uh, that he's going to apply to UA, quirkless or not. She didn't get what she meant, what he meant by quirkless or not. So the next day, when Deku arrives at his school, Bakugo runs to Deku and asks him, attacks him, but Deku sees the attack coming a mile away and just grabs Bakugo and slams him on the floor, like in the anime and manga, and walks away like nothing happened. And a few months later, it's time for the UA test. And this is where I'm going to leave everything. So I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope you enjoyed. And I hope you like what I did with my remaster of my entire thing. So hope you enjoyed. See you all later.